Hey everyone, Jake and Paula switching it up. I'm the recorder today because we're having some difficulties. So today's video is on hiring contractors. I won't be as nice as Paula here, but
So I think that finding quality, reputable contractors is a struggle for any investor. So we're just gonna go over some kind of things that we do, some tips and tricks on how to get good quality contractors on your team. So
100%.
first things first, you wanna ask for referrals. Ask your friends and family who've had renovations recently. Ask other investors who they use. I mean, they might not give them up. There's a couple we won't give up.
Not sure how to spell referrals, but we're gonna go like that. Hope that's right.
So that's the first thing that you want to do. We did see another tip on Instagram that I thought was interesting. It was actually from Beardy Brandon from Bigger Pockets. And he said go to Home Depot or go to Lowe's at 6 or 6:30 in the morning and see who's there. See who's organized, getting materials before the day starts. Just go and check that out. I mean, we've been to Home Depot before. We've snapped pictures of other contractors' trucks, that kind of stuff. But I think it was a great
Tip.
idea.
Great tip for sure.
Yeah. So once you kind of narrow down a few contractors that you're debating between, I think what we like to do is set up interviews.
Sorry, I'm catching up. I've never done this before, so I'm getting super excited. That's Beardy Brandon right there.
Oh yeah, okay.
Maybe
good.
Home Hardware, I don't know.
Oh yeah,
So-
good point.
All right, where are we at here?
Okay, so we're getting referrals. You got that?
Yeah.
Check Home Depot. Yep. Number 3,
Interviews?
we're gonna have interviews. So you want to kind of set this up like a job interview because after all, you're asking these people to work on your team and it's your product, and you want to make sure that their quality and attention to detail is exactly what you want.
100%.
So what you can do is kind of set up a day for interviews. So you're gonna have on Wednesday it's gonna be interview day.
Yep.
Set up time slots and book your contractors in those time slots. You can do this at Home Depot. Don't do it
Don't
at
go to Home Depot. We could.
You could, but don't do it at Tim Hortons or like Starbucks,
Like
something
Starbucks.
like that. Something where you can sit down. Okay, so the first thing you want to note: were they on time?
On time. It's super important.
Your
Is it
time's
not-
valuable.
Yeah, if
And-
they're not on time, that's kind of like the first indication.
Unless they give you, like, if they're upfront and say, like, I've hit traffic, I'm stuck behind a train if they're in London, Ontario.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff, I will maybe forgive. But if
A
they're
few
just,
minutes later, whatever, they just show up, 10 minutes late and didn't say anything. It's like, hey, how's it going?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
See ya.
kind of a bit of a flag.
Red flag.
Red flag, yes. Were they prepared? So
This is huge.
ideally, you want to ask them before the interview to come prepared with something. And what this shows is, did they listen and did they pay attention?
Yeah,
So-
like it almost doesn't even matter what you ask them to do. Obviously, if you can put something in there that's beneficial to the interview, but it really just shows, can they follow instructions and did they do what you asked?
Yes, exactly.
So did they come prepared? And some of those things can be like references, right?
Yeah, if you ask them to bring references.
Bring 3 references. Did they bring 3 or did they bring 1 or did they bring none, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then I know you're not supposed to judge a book by the cover, but did they look the part? Did they show up in a Prius or did they show up in a truck or a van that can carry tools?
Prius, eh? Always
I don't
butted
know.
with everyone's jokes.
It just came
They
to
show up
me.
in a Prius,
It's
or-
small. I don't know.
Small,
Anyway,
yeah.
how many tools can you fit in there? So yeah, and always get references. I know if you got them from a referral, you still want to ask for references.
100%. And make sure you, at least 3, call those references.
Yeah, and don't skip that step.
So obviously if they didn't bring the references, and that's one of the things you ask, they're out because you have to call the references anyway. So
So
look the part, and what else we got?
that's it. So
That's it?
yeah, I'm just gonna
Awesome.
kind of go over things to avoid when hiring
Oh.
contractors. So you want to avoid hiring someone off of Kijiji or Craigslist. So I mean, not all people on Kijiji and Craigslist are terrible.
For
We've
sure.
had some good luck, but we've
We have.
also had
Majority-
more bad luck.
Yeah, so
And I think the thing is that if you call someone up or you message them and they're available tomorrow, why are they available tomorrow?
Yeah.
Why don't
How
they
good does
have
it work?
Why don't they have jobs lined up? Anyone
For sure.
who is good and desirable, you're going to be booking in advance to get them. Which brings me to another point: plan ahead.
That's
you don't
huge.
want to be
we don't want to avoid
relying.
planning, but we want to plan ahead.
You don't want to be relying on, the crappy GG contractor because you didn't plan and now you're scrambling to find someone to get the job done.
I just thought something funny. So back to the Kijiji thing, one time I hired a guy to paint our personal residence. We had like 3 bedrooms to paint that we needed painted, and his ad was $99 a room, and I thought that's a good deal. right? It didn't work out. This guy showed up, no paintbrush, and literally just like a roller, and just
And he went
went
like,
down. I didn't know he didn't have a paintbrush. Like, I assumed he had one in the car, but
he
didn't.
also went like over top of anchors, hooks, like whatever was in the wall,
And
didn't
it
remove
just went
them.
nuts.
Yeah. Anyway, that was our
So
lesson.
no
on
more of that.
Kijiji.
So where are we at now, Paul? So try to avoid this. I mean, we're not saying there's no one good on Kijiji. Like some people post ads and they're great by all means, but definitely if you can get someone like a contractor like that's going to do your entire renovation and they can come tomorrow. Well, why can they come tomorrow? Are they just starting out, or are they not very good and they don't have any business? So that's something to be cautious of,
Yes,
for sure.
yes. Not
And
all
then-
Kijiji contractors are bad. You just need to figure out why they don't have work lined up.
And just, again, plan ahead. You don't want to be scrambling and need the job to start in a week and you got to find someone. You're going to end up with someone that maybe you regret hiring. So
Yep, exactly. So that's it. Those are
that's
kind
the
of
tips
our
and tricks.
tips and tricks for hiring
Hiring
contractors,
contractors.
and it's worked well for us. We have some very quality contractors on our
Yep.
team, and
But implement these steps and ahead of the game because we had a lot of trial and error in hiring. So
for sure.
awesome. Thank you.
Bye, guys.